Hello there, what's up everyone, I'm DAGG and welcome to another video. Right now you're probably thinking, how can that be my dad? And you're probably thinking this is clickbait, and it's not. So this little guy, he's actually my dad, for real. And this is the story of how that came to be. Since the first G.I. Joe were released in the 80s, there was always something called the file card, which basically contained information of each figure. You can see it right here on the top of the box. Later on in the video we will read it together. These cards were written by a person named Larry Hama. Ever since he was hired, he has been doing the autobiographies of every G.I. Joe. This is part of the G.I. Joe vs. Cobra series, because there are two. One series was of soldiers, which was created in the 60s. You may recognize it from its catchphrase, "A real American hero." And of course they were American soldiers with different types of uniforms. And later on there started to be from different countries. The other series was released in the 80s, and as I stated before, it is the G.I. Joe vs. Cobra series, which was released alongside with some movies and a cartoon show. G.I. Joe! Well, my dad used to work at Hasbro. He was a brand manager for around 2 years. He was in charge of the development of the product, which is basically just checking how the toy is developing. I mean, it's very self-explanatory. Let me give you an example. If a toy is scheduled to have a release date on December 2018, planning for that toy starts all the way back to March 2017. That means that for every single toy, it takes around 18 to 21 months to be ready for the public. Okay, since he was a brand manager, he and the ones from marketing, design, engineering, quality and others gather around every 3 months to basically brainstorm how the next toys were going to be. The biggest and most complete toys were usually released around October and November because, well, the holidays. At the time that my dad worked on Hasbro, G.I. Joe was very supportive. Hasbro was always keeping it up and kids were loving it. Everything was good. So in one meeting there was an idea to make a car slash tank, and later on it became the R.O.C.C. R.O.C.C, which stands for Rolling Operation Command Center, which came to be this guy. R.O.C.C was going to have a driver, and Hasbro wanted that the driver was going to be Latino. So the idea and the information was sent to Larry Hama. So my dad noticed that the character looked quite similar to him. So he asked the ones from design if the name of the character could be his name. And you know what they said? They said yes. Yeah. So that's basically it. That's how my dad became a G.I. Joe. There's not really much to it. Now, you know what? Let me show you a closer look to the vehicle and the autobiography and all that. Okay, so this is the front. Of course, it's ages 5 and up. And this is the action figure, which is my dad. Later on we will see why. Its code name is Long Ranger and he is the R.O.C.C driver, of course. It was made by Hasbro. And here we have the full name. R.O.C.C Rolling Operations Command Center. Includes cab, a trailer, a jet, missile, and long range figure. On the bottom we have some decoration and the name. On the side we have the same picture, and on the top we have the card, which we will read right now. Code name Long Range R.O.C.C driver SM452/86/WS45 grade E5. File name Garcia Alejandro, which is the name of my dad. Primary military specialty transportation expert. Secondary military specialty infantry. Birthplace Monterrey, Mexico, which is where my dad was born. Long range faces each situation with calm determination. He has read every major philosopher from Aristotle to Zeno, and studied every battle from the Antietam to Zusammenhausen. He applies the wisdom of the centuries to the present problem, accompanied by a full blast from the X60. When he really wants to get his point across, as the driver from the G.I.Joe team's new mobile base, he doesn't let anything come between him and his objective. Once he's in motion, nothing stops him. He'll go over, under, around, or through whatever is in his way, but he will not under any circumstances be stopped by it. As Diogenes said, "Stand a little out of my son," Long Range says as he drives straight over the battalion of mutant androids, leaving crushed silicon, chips, and twisted metal in his wake. Aristotle said that the law and order and good law is good order. I intend to make Cobra learn what good law and order is. If they have to learn it the hard way, so be it. Pretty intense, huh? And this is the back. Later on we will read this, but for now, let's see the features. It has a movable robotic arm with grabber claw, hidden launchers that fires 8 missiles, open trailer to reveal the command center. We have a cab separated from the trailer, so you can separate this and this. Of course, we have my dad. We have the fold down driver's windscreen, so you can take this off. We have a mini jet which can be launched from here. Here we have jet attaches to launch platform. We have a mini elevator and an escape tube. Oh, and also a movable gun turret. Now let's read the other description. In their quest for world domination, Cobra forces have destroyed G.I. Joe headquarters. The G.I. Joe team heads out to do battle in the R.O.C.C, their top secret rolling operation command center. This awesome vehicle is a massive superpower on wheels and has a mobile command base hidden inside. It's outfitted with a multi-missile launcher, a high-tech jet with its own launcher bay, and a cab that separates from the base to become a heavy-duty fighting rig. Advanced holographic technology allows the team to camouflage the R.O.C.C as a harmless-looking trailer truck for motorhome as it moves from mission to mission. Inside the R.O.C.C, the team pursues Cobra with enhanced satellite and digitalized tracking system, and all the technology of a large-scale headquarters, as they heat up their weapons for the next battle to stop Cobra. I know this It's very interesting, but if you want to know more about the origins of G.I. Joe, how the figures are made, how everything very detailed, I recommend a Netflix series called The Toys That Made Us. Right now there are 2 seasons. The first season covers Star Wars, which will be very useful in a couple of videos that are coming very soon. And G.I. Joe, of course, Barbie, and He-Man. It's not sponsored, but if you want to know more, I really recommend. It's a kind of documentary. So, but I know you will enjoy it. They are fun. Of course, you already saw and I already said that I'm not going to open that because it's very special to me. But I'll link down below a page in which I was checking yesterday, and I noticed that it was a very cool blog. It had pictures of every angle possible, so be sure to check it out. It's going to be in the description down below. Hope you enjoyed the video, and yes, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.